Stop! In this episode, we talk about the stock market.
We did.
How the hell we make super quick bucks in property. And
how much can you invest?
How much can you invest? I've got guests. Oh no. It's a party.
What?
It's a party.
30?
Yeah. This is Aidan Rees-Heron and you're watching PropertyGeekTV episode 30. Very, very excited, but...
So excited.
I've got company, so this is Alan.
Hi.
And this is Gary.
Hiya.
And we're going to be doing some work this year. We've just spent the morning talking about it and strategizing and planning, and it's all very exciting, isn't it?
Very exciting.
Yeah, so I'm here actually, this episode all I'm doing is translating. These guys are Scottish, so I'm just here to translate. Leo, you can leave pretty much everything in. There might be a lot of black and white in this episode. We go black and white when we're messing around. Or
I've noticed, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so at least someone picked up on it. My mum said to me the other day, Ed, why the hell does your screen keep going black and white? I'm sure my computer's broken. I'm sure my computer's broken. Stop doing it, it's really annoying.
It's a great effect.
Cool. So, very, very happy. We've made 30. Sorry I've not been around. I've been ill, very ill, and I'm back now. Alright, you don't need to inch away too far. So thank you to everyone that's been asking about me, how I am. I'm alright, I'm back, and it's going to be an exciting year ahead, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mega.
What's it, yeah.
Josh, I'm really sorry, but you're not going to get to pick a question. Do you want to pick a question?
I want to pick one question.
Okay,
But
who's going to...
Yeah.
I'll pick one question and Gary and Alan can read them out.
Stock market or property market, Aidan?
Well, I don't know. The idea is that you guys are going to answer these questions. Stock market or the property market? I think we're all quite biased.
Property market.
Property market.
For me,
Yeah, property market.
absolutely.
Why?
I've had years.
I've had years.
Property market.
Inside.
Inside trading.
Have you done? You said that Gary likes buzzwords.
Oh, he does, yeah. Inside, that's it.
Buzzword. But have you done any stock market trading?
No.
Why have you not done any stock market trading?
Because I'm too busy doing property market trading. Basically.
Okay. Have you done
And
any
it's
stocks?
risky.
Have you done stocks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you think of them?
I bought Cisco at 6 and sold at 18,
18.
which was good.
That is quite good though.
18 years old, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No, it was good.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
worked. But,
Yeah.
you know, equally, I know a lot of people who've lost fortunes in the stock market.
Mm.
So not for me. Property's far more stable, it's far more, you know, you can see it and touch it.
Yeah, and that's one of the feedbacks that we get from investors all the time is that, isn't it, that property, they like property because it's a physical asset.
Absolutely. It's
One
not
of
paper.
one of the biggest problems with the stock market is that, you know, you can't see it, you can't touch it. A lot of the time, I feel like a lot of brokers don't even know what they're trading, they don't know what they are. Because it's just a concept, whereas everyone always needs somewhere to live.
Absolutely.
Always needs somewhere to live, and we're in the middle of a housing crisis at the moment, so if you can cash in on that, then you're in quite a secure place. It's not like there's an oversupply of properties and that there is an under demand from the marketplace, because we're in a position now where more than ever we need more units being provided.
Absolutely.
And that's something we've been
massive
talking about.
shortage. Massive
Yeah.
shortage. And we're in control.
Yeah, yeah.
Complete control from start to finish.
And you have the security of the property as well, which bricks and mortar always have a value
There's an
to
intrinsic
them.
value to
There's
them.
an intrinsic
Absolutely.
value, yeah. Whereas stocks and papers don't have any intrinsic value, and that was something that really concerned me when I initially looked at what industry do I want to get into, because it's important, right, to have investments and assets that bring in cash flow on a regular basis, that then you can spend the cash flow and the income from your assets on your liabilities, like your nice cars, your Ferraris,
Absolutely.
your nice houses, holidays, all of that stuff that people want to do with it, or you can use it for other causes. But having something that brings in that capital is important. So when I sat down and looked at what are the options for that, there's always the stock market or there's always property. And yes, the property market took a dip in 2007 as a result of the market crash.
Absolutely, yeah.
But there was nowhere near as much catastrophe in the property market as there was in the stock market.
Absolutely.
Some stocks actually went negative in that period, which was weird, weird and scary.
But from a bad risk point of view, people lose their jobs before they lose their house.
Yeah.
They want to hang on to their house far more than they do their job.
Yeah. So I think it's a ridiculous question.
I'm sorry I picked it.
Sorry you picked it. No, it is a question that everyone has to think about. Technically, on paper, I think you can generate better returns in the stock market. Like year on year, the returns in the stocks are much better, but it's also a more time-intensive task because there's a lot more information you have to gather, and the likelihood of you generating greater returns in stocks is lower because it is such
It's also
a time-intensive task.
Time critical when you get in and when you get out.
Yeah.
If you get your timing wrong, you can lose everything.
Do
You get it right, you're great. You can make a bundle, but property you have that. There's a lot more stable. Likelihood is long term. Property prices double every 10 years.
Do you know
good market or bad market?
Do you know what the cycle rate is on the stock market?
17.6 years. There's one.
17.6 years.
Yeah, but
And what's the cycle rate on the property market now? It's much longer.
Yeah.
So the cyclic rate is much longer. So the volatility is considerably lower as well. So that's another thing. We spoke about this, I can't remember what episode it was. What episode was it? We spoke about the risk versus reward. And so the rewards might be greater in the stock market if you are good at what you do, but the risk factor is much higher, and you also have you don't have as much security. So every day of the week, if you are just starting out, I would start in the property market. There's nothing to say you shouldn't move into stocks. As a bit of a scientist, I have a genuine interest in the financial markets and financial instruments because they're weird and I want to understand how they work. But I would always start in the property market and form that solid foundation first.
Agreed.
Agreed? Yeah?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Cool. Thanks. I thought yours was good. Sorry, Josh. Gary just jumped right in there. He didn't even ask. He just took it.
I'm Scottish. What's the max I can invest in one go?
What's the maximum you can invest in one go? Do you think they're asking like, what's the maximum they should invest in one go?
I have no idea.
That makes more sense because you can invest as much as you have or have access to.
Yeah, you can invest everything. I think this ties in quite nicely with the risk element though, is that you want to balance your portfolio, right? So if you've got £500,000 or a few £100,000, don't put it necessarily all into one deal. This is what we say to a lot of our investors is you have to spread your risk.
And leverage your money.
And leverage your money as well, yeah. So you can borrow against that money at a low rate as long as your returns on the deal are more than the expense of borrowing the money, then you can do more deals, right? So like a lot of people remortgage. We say to some people that maybe you can remortgage. I don't have any money to invest, or maybe remortgage your house. Your home. You can remortgage it. Okay, it's going to cost you a little bit of money every month, but if that capital that you've taken out of that big chunk of capital you've taken out, if you put that into like a portfolio of properties down here, and that's bringing in more money than you're paying for your mortgage every month, then you're in profit and you're making money for free.
You always spread your investments.
Yeah. So,
always spread your investments.
But like you guys do developments, right?
Yep.
So these guys are big developers up in Scotland, and I'm really excited because we're going to be doing some work over the coming year and over future years to help other people get into the same marketplace, because there's far more returns, and the expense on time versus returns is much greater in the development sector, especially in commercial and retail, where we're looking to do some work. But still, it's the same. You don't put all of your money into one development.
No, you absolutely can't.
No.
So we always try and have a good number of developments on the go at one time, spread our risk.
Yeah. So spread.
Same with funding as well. You know, when you're getting the funding, you spread the funding risk as well.
Yeah.
You don't fund one person or one organisation.
Yeah.
Spread the funding.
Yeah. So you just spread it over different things. So, so if you've got and it's very difficult to do sometimes, because you can get emotionally drawn into lovely buildings that you want to own, and you just know. If someone asks you how you know, you just know, right, that it's gonna make you money, because look at it, it's just beautiful, yeah. But you just have to separate yourself from that. We were talking this morning a lot about the appraisal process, right? Review your deals, okay? If it doesn't fit on paper, then it's not a sensible investment.
Oh, I thought
Two Ds.
Two Ds.
2Ds.
The double D.
Due and diligence.
Due and diligence.
I thought you were going to break out into a 1D song or something.
I don't know 1D, so I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Do you want to let everyone know a little bit about you guys?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Since you're here?
Yeah, we're construction gurus. We've had
Leo, can you expand his head? Look how big his head is. Look, it's huge.
we have had, it took me about an hour to get in here this morning. We have had about 50 years collectively in the construction industry, and over these years we have specialised in constructing residential, retail, commercial, industrial, right across the board, and generally specialised in design build construction. So we've had an understanding of how the whole process goes together, from embryonic thought, the client's embryonic thoughts, right through to project completion. And that's de-risking the whole project from start to finish.
Such a way with words.
Thank you very much.
He's got such a way with words, hasn't he?
Embryonic thought.
Embryonic thought.
I have a lot of embryonic thoughts.
Do you know what that means?
I'm not sure what way I should take that. I have a lot of embryonic thoughts.
I do.
Leo, I don't know whether everyone can hear him, but maybe we should put subtitles for that whole spiel that Gary just gave.
From start to finish.
Yeah. I can summarise Gary's last 2 minutes. So,
Alan, would you like to see me here?
Yes. So, as Gary said, really from start to finish. So we've done a lot of development over the years, mostly residential from my perspective, and Gary's done a bit of industrial and commercial. Done a lot of that work for ourselves and for others. So we've got a raft of experience.
Business starts. I'd like to answer some business starts.
I wouldn't. You are.
Business starts.
business tarts.
Just stand up so we can put you in a tutu.
So should we do, since we've got guests, and it's episode 30, should we do 3 questions?
Yeah, we should.
Because Josh is sat in the corner at the moment looking very upset.
I'm redundant.
He's not been allowed to pick a question for this episode.
But he's smart and redundant.
So he's smart and redundant, yeah. So Josh is always the one that's dapper, that's why we don't let him on camera. Because it makes you look... you don't have a tie on there, so... Here you go.
So what's the fastest way to make money in property?
These guys.
Oh yeah.
Development.
No, he meant us. That's
Yeah,
the fastest way for him to make money in property is through us. Depends on the size of money you want to make. If you want to make big money, then it's got to be a big scale. It's development based.
Also though, I think potentially it's a question for you as an individual is, do you want to be in do you want the full ownership of making the money? And I'll try and bring this back, I'll try and bring this round, right, is that the best way to make money in property is 100% doing development. It's got the biggest markup. Okay, what is it that you guys are looking at? It's something like 100 units in 24 months.
Yeah, 24 months.
Yeah, 100 units in 24 months. If you were just buying properties, to buy 100 units, 100 either flats or houses in 24 months is, in 2 years, is quite a task. But within development, it's quite reasonable to do, right?
That excludes the retail.
So
that excludes the retail.
and that excludes retail.
Yeah.
So that's 100 residential.
100
Yeah.
residential units.
100 residential units. Like flash up like 100 residential units in.
That's just four,
in
four smallish developments.
yeah. So 100% development. But there's a lot. There's a lot to do in development.
Oh yeah.
And that we're trying to condense it down into to give as much value, and we're going to be doing some more work, and you'll see more of these guys. We're trying to give as much so that to help people like you do more development. But if you want to be in control and manage the whole process to make the money for yourself, right? Then you have to learn how to do it, and learning how to do it on your own takes a long time. How long have you been in?
20 years.
20 years.
We're going to take 20
How long
years.
have you been in?
Oh my goodness, in construction, I would say 30 years in construction.
So 20 years and 30 years,
Yeah.
right? So together that's 50 years of experience.
Yeah.
So honestly, the best way to benefit in any business, not just property, any business, right, is leverage.
Absolutely.
So find people that have done it before and know how to do it, and either learn from them
Yeah.
or work with them. Yeah, so they will be more effective at converting your money into more money. So taking your little bit of money and turning it into more money. A
Absolutely.
little bit of money into lots of money. Okay, and then for that, there's always a price, but it stops you spending 20, 50 years.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll condense it.
Yeah.
Why? These guys don't want to spend 20 years doing this.
Mm.
We've got the 20 years experience. Let us show you how to do it.
So, which part of development do you like most?
Which part?
Yeah, what part of development? Tell
Oh,
the guys what you
I-
like most.
Right at the start.
Yeah.
I like finding the sites, working up the design, putting the appraisals together, seeing how it all stacks, and getting all the legals done.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing it to a point where it's a real project and it's something that can actually happen. And then I hand over to Gary, and he kind of gets it built.
Yeah. And I love
Just
it.
a small
I
task.
love the challenge. I love the challenge of Alan's got the vision at the start. I love just creating that vision and making sure it all comes together.
Mm.
My favourite part's at the end.
Mm.
When we get practical completion and we get
You get the cash.
You get the cash. That's my
Yeah.
favourite part.
So there's like, it's a long process. It's a long process.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends how the length of the process entirely depends at which point you come in the development.
Yeah.
So if you start off from scratch with something that doesn't have planning,
Mhm.
and you've got to run through the planning process, then that can take a while.
Yeah.
I think I told you before, I've got a site that I had under option in East Lothian up in Scotland for about 17 years, which is a long time. So that is a rare exception, I might point out. But you can equally, there's a lot of stuff that you can buy that has that lengthy part of the process
Yeah.
done and dusted. So you can
Yeah.
buy stuff with planning permission.
Mhm.
If you've got that, it's actually pretty quick.
Mhm.
And the right team. If you have the right team,
definitely.
the right power team around you, then the process is so much easier and so much slicker.
Mm.
Yeah.
It just turns around so quickly. Understand the process, understand the people, understand how to work the people, and that's just such a benefit.
Mm. So yeah, so bringing it back, it's either spend a long time figuring out how to do it yourself, or learn from people that have already done it, and pick their brains, learn from them, okay, and it will stop you making a lot of the same mistakes. Or again, like if you want to just have hands off and make money, make your money, make you more money, okay, leverage other people that are doing it on a consistent, regular basis, that have experience, know what they're doing, okay, that's what we do with a lot of our investors, okay, they just want a hands-off approach, okay, so we work with guys like
Nothing
this,
wrong with that,
yeah, to
absolutely.
provide an opportunity to generate more capital returns. So it's just a case of I've gone completely off tangent. What was the question?
Fastest way to make money.
Oh yeah. So the fastest way to make money is to just leverage other people, really, in my opinion. You look like you want to disagree with me, Josh.
No, I completely agree.
So I think that's it. Normally I'm trying to do a question of the day at the end of I think.
Question
Do you
of
have
the
a
day.
question that you want to ask the?
I want to ask
What should
them.
we ask? What should we call the nation? The nation.
Peeps.
The peeps.
Peeps. Respecter.
Respecter! I hope that doesn't become a thing. It so is going to become a thing, man.
Only if
So
you let
bad.
it.
Only if I let
Only
it.
if you let it.
I have a question. Oh no, I don't. I was just gonna go why something.
Delilah.
Why Delilah?
Excuse me.
Outrageous. Okay, well that was the end of episode 30.
Uneventful episode.
Uneventful. Yeah, we've got to go. We've got a meeting with the bank, which should be fun. So that's it. Slightly more this way.
I'll phone you later
There
on.
you go. There we go. Are we level? Are we level?
Almost.
Leo, you can
brilliant.
put this in the bloopers at the end.
Anytime you update on
The bloopers at the
Golf side
end.
as well.
So the video editor is
Speak
called
later.
Leo.
Bye
Right, okay.
He's in America, so say hello to Leo. Hey Leo.
Hello, Leo.
bye. Leo or Leo?
Leo.
Hello, Leo.
Okay.